Hey guys, it's Daryl here. I'm up on my walk up at the dam. I've been doing some thinking about that $1,200 stimulus that we all got, and I did a video. I talked about this a little before. I can guarantee that millions of that, I don't know, I have no idea how much, maybe a fifth of it, of all the money that went out, of the $1,200 that went out to each person. You know, you figure, okay, this is my point. How many people in this country have drug issues, have heroin issues, opiates, methamphetamine, cocaine? We'll talk about those three right there. Millions of Americans are addicted to those three drugs. All right. Now, being a recovering addict, I can tell you this. The people that use that, they'll tell you anything. They'll tell you that they're going to save it, they're going to spend it on, they're going to pay their bills off, they'll tell you anything. But I guarantee, with 99.9999% certainty, when they got that money, went for drugs. Probably all of it, and then some. Being a recovering addict, the addiction is so strong that you could have the best of intentions. Even people that are in recovery like me, probably a lot of them almost relapse when you're just handed money like that. For a long time, when I first got in recovery, I couldn't even hold on to even like $50 in my pocket. I remember going shopping in a town near here where I used to pick up, and I couldn't bring $50 with me on that trip to go shopping because I would think about it every time. I never gave in, I never relapsed, but the urge was so strong. All right, so methamphetamine, cocaine, some heroin, that money's going to Mexico, without a doubt. Millions, if not billions, of that stimulus money went right to Mexico, or Bolivia, Colombia, Peru, so on and so forth. I'd say the majority of it probably went to Mexico. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not, you guys know me by now. I'm not going to sit here and say the Mexicans are bad. It's not even the Mexicans' fault. Not really. Here's the point. Nobody twisted these addicts' arm to buy these drugs. Yes, dealers are part of the problem. The chain goes all the way up. If there was no demand, there would be no dealers. To me, treating addiction is the best way to go. Once you start to reduce the demand, it becomes less profitable for these people to produce these drugs. So you know what? Where does it lie with people? Whose duty is it to solve this problem? People like me. To get involved and help people that need recovery, that are near bottom. A lot of times some addicts get to a point, they realize that it turns into a pure hell, and it happens pretty quick usually. Then they try to make it work. They make up reasons and excuses, and they get to a point where it's intolerable, and that's where somebody like me could help. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that a lot of that stimulus money went directly to Mexico. Billions of it went right to Mexico, into Mexico's economy. Then heroin, a lot of that went to Afghanistan with the opiate triangle, the golden triangle, I guess they call it, or whatever out there. I'm not quite as familiar with that, but a good portion of at least the heroin on this side of the country comes from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Burma, that area. The heroin on the other side of the country comes a lot from Mexico. So Mexico got the lion's share of a lot of that stimulus money. And again, like I said, I'm just talking reality here. A lot of times nobody wants to talk about drugs. It's a taboo subject. I can't even put drugs in the title of this. As a matter of fact, this video probably won't be monetized. And it's a shame, because if we don't talk about it, it's just going to get worse. You can't hide something like this under the rug and expect it to go away. That's exactly what the dealers and the addicts would love for people to just ignore it and believe their lies and continue on. That's what that's not going to solve the problem. But yeah, I just realized this video probably a lot of it. I can't even mention any drugs in the title of this without it getting demonetized. And again, that doesn't help. Granted, there's a lot of channels on YouTube that do the opposite and show kids showing each other high and stuff like that, and with good reason. That should be yanked. There's no good could come of that, except unless it's unless it's showing people a good reason not to use the drug. But as for legalization of heroin, crack, methamphetamine, hell no. Hell no. I don't know if you guys have ever tried these drugs. They are evil to the core. Nothing like marijuana. It's nothing like alcohol. These drugs are pure evil. You turn into a different person. You literally lose your soul when you use these drugs. And doesn't matter if they're legal or not. People will do the most hideous things when they're on these drugs. My personality. I remember taking a hit of crack, and when I exhaled it, I could feel my personality change. I could feel my different drives kick in. I turned right into another person immediately. I would stop my car dead in the road and turn around and go in another direction to satisfy other urges. They're hideous drugs. Should not be legalized. They need to be treated. Healthcare for the presidential the election and the race and everything. That should be a topic. This country could be a lot better. If you want to make America great again, work on treating addicts. The impact to the economy, to jobs, the loss of money to businesses is insane. I would cost my business, the places I worked paid so much for me working there as an addict, from time out, from the stuff I stole from my employers, probably the accounts I lost. Seriously, if you want to make America great again, you got to work on the drug problem. And it's not by putting people in jail. It's not by legalizing it. You have to treat people. Once there's no more demand, there'll be no more supply. All right. You guys have a good day.